I'm a crooked politician, and I like to eat bags of dick. That was my Mitt Romney impersonation. Pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
18!
Episode 18
of the Roundtable.
YouTube wouldn't have anything to do with the last video we recorded for whatever reason.
Which was the original episode
18. So in case you missed us, that's why.
Yeah.
All loyal 2 fans of you. Thank you.
I was thinking 6.
Yeah, right, at least. Hopefully. But anyway, in case you don't know, Bullet Marks, CthulhuTheDarkOne, Roundtable, gaming news, collectible news, and whatever else we want to talk about in a reasonable amount of time.
Video podcast.
Sort of vloggy, poggy
stuff.
Pog. Remember Pog?
Remember Pog. I used to have some of that.
Damn, we're old.
Yeah.
Speaking of being old, something I forgot to write down. This week, Cartoon Network has been celebrating its 20th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Like, that just makes me feel old.
God, I remember that.
I mean, it's like, oh yeah. And like, all they had was like Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes.
And like 80s cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh god, those were good days, wasn't it? We'd come home and watch
it's just, and then it's like, and they've been showing some of the older stuff, like, they'll throw, well, not like really old.
They all show like Hanna-Barbera.
Well, no, because I think they lost a lot of those rights. Well, no, they didn't lose them.
They moved it to Boomerang.
Which
so, they own.
But... Yeah. But anyway, they've been showing like Billy and Mandy and Powerpuff Girls, like all their old big hits sort of thing.
They didn't show the SWAT Cats?
No.
Damn, that's Hanna-Barbera.
I gotta figure that's like lost in legal rights somewhere.
Well, that's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. But anyway, so...
Could be worse. Could be that whole Johnny Quest reboot.
Oh my god, shush you. But yeah, so if you were back in the day... Cartoon Network's 20 years old.
Happy birthday, Cartoon Network.
Make you feel old. Congratulations on bringing us a network that...
Now get rid of some of your original crap and bring back the good stuff.
Die Test.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Ben 10, just stop. Just stop with that show.
Please. There's no more.
There's no more. We don't care what he can turn into anymore. We just stop. That's why Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes is so good, because the guy that was behind the original Ben 10 went to do that.
No wonder.
But anyway.
Yeah, the original one was actually
it was decent. So
then it just went south.
So anyway, I guess I'll start off. You know, you got a bunch, so let's get started. Collectibles and general toy news. Being that it's Halloween, I think each week in this month I'll try to find something kind of Halloweenish. This week's will be the Zombie Survival Kit over on ThinkGeek.com. And
this was great.
As a fan of being paranoid of zombie attacks myself, I love this. It's only $79. And you get a buttload of stuff in it. The major thing that I think is the bulk of what you're paying for is a solid steel tomahawk. And this isn't like some kid eat. No, it's for real. Yeah, it's a for real thing. You also get crime scene tape, which is kind of a joke, but whatever.
Crime scene tape.
Collapsible shot glasses, because you would need to, the stress of getting eaten.
Oh, they got those.
Yeah. Dissolving hand sheets, because killing zombies gets messy. You don't want to get any blood anywhere. Survival kit in a can. It's a little sardine can full of 25 items. I had to click on it separately to look and see. It's like a little bit of everything. Like, you could literally survive probably like 2 days off the crap in this can. It's actually fairly impressive. Protein jerky, so you can keep up your energy.
Zombie jerky.
Yeah, it's called zombie jerky. You get basically kind of like, it's called a survival card. It's basically a Swiss Army knife in the form of a credit card. It has something so you can start fire. That's nice. And then last but not least, a thing of energy drinks. Because, again, energy.
Energy drink was right.
And like I said, it's only $79. It comes, it comes with the rope. It's like 550 pound stress rope. It comes with like 2 feet of it.
That's impressive rope.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually climbing something.
Yeah. So, it's a good deal. And for something that's just a gag, to have sitting there or something like that, it's a really good deal for what you get. Like, if nothing else, you could take it camping or something and get some use of it. Yeah. Other things, over on AlterEgo.com, mentioned it tons of times before. Hot Toys makes excellent stuff. They've done Batman, they've done Joker, very many incarnations of both. Yeah. But over on Alter Ego, they have, I guess, a new company is trying to get into the game. It's called Interbay. And they do look just as good. The Batman, maybe it's just me. The armor looks kind of... Like, to me, the armor on the Batman...
Thrown together?
It's kind of like back in the day, the 12-inch G.I. Joes, and it's like the underwater suit would just be kind of like a plastic shell you would pull over the G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for like the cohesive, it's one suit thing to make it a more accurate figure.
It's a fat
but
suit.
it's just the way it looks in the picture, and maybe just my opinion. It still doesn't look bad by any means.
No.
But, and then they also had the Joker basically in his traditional purple suit-ish sort of thing. So like I said, Hot Toys has had many incarnations, police, cop, interrogation, you name any version of him in that movie, they've made a figure of it.
Is this a Batman's Return version?
Yeah, it was the one with the, now they ain't cheap, much like Hot Toys.
Let's say Batman Returns and then Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, that one had a penguin in it, but anyway, they're $374 each, so, each. You pay for quality. And I mean, Hot Toys have started to kind of even out, and I think this is where this company's going, because when Hot Toys first started, that's how much all their shit was. Yeah. And for general purposes, it kind of is, depending on what you're buying. But it's kind of toned down a little bit, like the last Iron Man Hot Toys did with the whole suit-up gantry, and you got the Iron Man figure was only like $250, and that's spectacular, because I mean, you get the full...
Is that the one with the face? Yeah,
you had like an Iron Man with 2 heads, and it had his whole suit-up thing, which had all movable and incredible. That's not bad at all for $250 for something to be like, check that out. Yeah.
Museum of Toys.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all really Alter Ego had. Nothing other really major. A couple statues and this and that. But over on BigBadToyStore.com, way back when, before the Transformers Prime toys actually hit retail stores, at San Diego, Comic-Con. Yes, it was whatever happened. I mean, it was a convention. I know it was convention exclusive. They were called the first edition figures, and basically what it was, it's kind of like Hasbro being smartasses. It was, you had Optimus, Megatron, the General Decepticon, Starscream, Bulkhead, RC, and Cliffjumper. Right. I don't think, they had a version of Bumblebee, but it wasn't first edition. But basically what it was is like, if we're going to make super nice, hike up the price figures, this is what they'll be. By the way, we're not. They're just nicer versions of the retail versions. Right. So anyway, they were convention exclusives, very limited numbers. They went for crazy amount on eBay and Amazon because they were incredibly hard to find. They're re-releasing them.
What about a year later?
So hopefully you bidded your time on that one because you can get Optimus and Megatron as a 2-pack. This is on the site. Wow, as a 2-pack together for $40, which is general store retail because they're about $20 each. And they're nicer, and there's a little bit more detail, a little better color schemes, just little things. Yeah.
Color schemes would be more impressive than these.
Good. Yeah, but they're not. And a little bit different. Like I know Cliffjumper's his transformation's like completely different. In Cliffjumper's like this fake front on Cliffjumper is a fake front. Oh, okay. And in the first edition, the actual front of the car flips down and everything.
That's cool.
So, and then you can get the Viacon Cliffjumper, RC, and Starscream all together as a pack for $60. Nice. So that's not bad at all. So hopefully you bit your time on that one. If not, sorry. But they are re-releasing them, and that's a really good deal.
Speaking of Comic-Cons, New York Comic-Con comes up this
week. Soon, yeah. And another Transformer. Got a couple more Transformer things.
Yes.
Yet again, another encore, as they call it, basically re-releasing. This time it's a big one. It's the old school Fortress Maximus. So if you're not familiar with that, it was basically the sequel to Metroplex, it was huge. Now I tell you the price, you're probably going to freak. It's $329.99. But it's a straight up replica of the vintage toy, A. Yeah. B, its shipping weight is 15 pounds, so it's not small.
And other Transformers can fit in it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you have to have some old school Transformers, but yeah. Then, of course, you got, I've said it before, but they announced the Masterpiece Soundwave, which is basically like a super, uber nice Transformer upper scale. They've done Prime, Megatron, Starscream, multiple incarnations of each, improving it slightly every time. Well, since they're coming out with Soundwave, they're doing a Rumble and Frenzy, and they do the cassettes, and they transform. They look magnificent. You can get both of them for $59.99.
Wow.
So if you're going to get the Soundwave, Soundwave is like $3 something.
Might as well get the cassettes.
But you might as well get them. So
how big are the cassettes on it? Like,
they're probably pretty big. I mean, they're
well,
scaled to him.
Yeah, master. So
Yeah, they're probably decent size. And then also...
comes with a soundtrack by One Republic. No.
Right, yeah. You can get... that'd be truly impressive.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
they
actually
even
plays
play
music, yeah. And then one last one, they are doing a Masterpiece Nemesis Prime, i.e. Black Optimus Prime with the red windows. And it's just...
Is that the one where he wasn't in control of his own body or whatever?
They've done it. It's been a clone. It's been him. It's been blah. Yeah. But, yeah, that's there.
You destroy him and bring him back.
And it looks cool. But it is. They recently re-released the Masterpiece Prime where they, again, tweaked the figure a little bit, improved transformation, improved articulation, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's just a repaint of that. So, anyway, gaming news. I'll start off by saying I really hope we get Worms Revolution on the Xbox Live Arcade. I'm going to be very sour about that.
Somebody's right.
I really tried my best to look into it, and it's like 4 out of 5 claim it on everything.
Right.
I go to GameStop and I ask them, "Hey, do you just have a listing for it?" Because GameStop sells the DLC cards and stuff like that, and the PC game. Well, I saw it on Steam. It's going to be on Steam, so I know it's coming. I know the day it's coming out. Well, I know that, but I just wanted to make sure the day it was coming out. So it comes out tomorrow, the 10th.
And speaking of Steam, we'll get into that.
But GameStop had a thing for the PC game and the PSN,
but not
Xbox. So fingers crossed, because I love Worms. If you never played it, try it.
Yeah, I actually love Worms too.
It's just stupid, simple fun, and the new one brings a whole new thing to it. If you have character classes, you have water physics.
Water physics?
Yeah, you can actually throw water balloons and wash people into places and stuff like that.
God, I can see all 4 of us now playing that.
I really hope, but anyway.
It's probably $14.99 though.
It's $15, yeah. Well, it's Steam price, so yeah.
Alright, well, let's start out with the light stuff first.
It didn't mean to interrupt.
Of course, for me, this announcement was like...
Yeah, because
one, I'm into fighting games. 2, some of my favorite fighters was on the Sega Saturn. Although all of my favorite fighters were made by Sega. Anyway, on the Saturn. But today I found out that supposedly that Virtual Fighter 2, Sonic the Fighters, and Fighting Vipers were rated for the Xbox in Germany. So it may be coming to Xbox Live soon. Well, they haven't really gave an official announcement on it.
It's kind of like the whole Killer Instinct thing. About a month or so back, it was found out that the Xbox Live Arcade portion of Microsoft renewed the rights, so they still have it. So everybody's in an uproar, to be honest, more than likely we will see something out of it. But the point is, they could have just did that so no one else can make it. So, but
this
being rated is different than copyright. Rating means it's actually something's there to be rated.
So most likely it is knowing Sega's record on it, it's probably coming. Of course, basically Virtual Fighters was.
I'm surprised they have any characters left over giving them all a DOA, but
and then you got. So you got these
Sonic
3 games.
Fighters. Am I really thinking of that right? Like it was just Sonic. Okay.
What it is. It is Sonic.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't something.
So basically, mostly recently, if they release those 3, I'm thinking the Fighters Mega Mix may come.
Yeah.
Which is basically all 3 of those games and some other special characters. Freaking Daytona USA stock car fighting.
Yeah, I remember that.
With the virtual cop. So hopefully, look out for that. That may be coming soon. Of course, now if you make YouTube videos like I do, and me, you know about the whole controversy with copyrighted stuff when you upload it.
Well, I really don't, because I don't bother. I don't feel like the time of getting a message.
Yeah.
You use this and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
So whatever. It'll be a cold day.
Or you could be like me, where I uploaded a video, and guess what? I'm banned 50% of Earth.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
That country's Earth. I was mad at U.S., Canada, South America, Japan, And my fingers are red from Crystal Light.
I told you not to use the My Little Pony theme song.
Yeah, like everybody else has used that.
Yeah, really.
Anyway.
But anyway.
Microsoft has finally stated that they are going to do copyright issues or stuff with that only if you are making money off the video. So
something to that just reminded me the whole Microsoft Internet thing. Yeah, that's random. Yeah, I got the weirdest. But anyway,
I mean, seriously,
is anybody else getting horny? No. I couldn't help it. It was either say it now or type it in the comment later. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, now I saw a thing. Of course, you're in the beta for the new dashboard. Yeah. And one of the big things coming is the Internet Explorer. Well, now let me finish. Okay. So whatever. Apparently, somebody that does research. There's many adult sites out there, obviously, and one of them is called YouPorn.com. Yeah. They apparently figured out that the Xbox will very fluidly run their site. Yeah. And they just, hey, I'm not lying. You could go to an app, you're 18, and you just want to see what we're talking about. It literally says at the top of the page.
Get your parents' permission first, kid.
Yeah, please. But it'll say at the top of the page, you'll be able to watch this soon on Xbox. Click here to find out how.
Does it really say?
I'm dead serious. And you click on it, it gives you a little spiel. Oh, did you know Internet Explorer is coming to Xbox Live? Well, just so you know, this site will work perfectly fine on it. So now you have...
I saw that story.
So now you have even more access to porn. So they did that. Microsoft's just like...
Oh, shit.
Well, look here. We are putting the Internet Explorer on there. It's a full web browser. We can't help where you go. We have nothing to do with those guys. We don't even know who they are. Well, except for Jeremy. He goes there every day. No, I'm just it's like, but it was just funny because Microsoft's like, well, technically, yeah, you can go there. It's like, because it was almost like the way it comes off from YouPorn, like a partnership.
We're there! Join us on Xbox Live!
I saw one picture about the news story, like the apps. It had it pictured like it was an app.
Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious.
But anyway.
But here's the thing, and I noticed this on the new dashboard update, that they are getting rid of Facebook app and the Twitter app.
It's because you can just...
Because now you guys was like...
Well, why do they keep the YouTube one? Well, we've been over this.
And they just added GameSpot TV to the apps.
We've been over this. The fact that like the Internet Explorer I think it's just there so they can say they have it. Yeah. But between all the other apps, they pretty much have it all already.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway.
But now it's like, okay, now we're going to give you actual...
I can at least see the point in like, well, they can just access this way. Let's take away the app.
I understand that some people are making arguments like, why didn't we have this day one?
I know, but...
And I'm just like...
Anyway.
But anyway. On to the next news that...
sorry.
Of course, if you don't know by now that Cliff Belinsky has left Epic to pursue other stuff.
I mean, Lord knows the Unreal Engine will still be used for everything, and they'll still be rich, but...
He pioneered... I won't say he pioneered first-person shooters, but he helped pioneer some great first-person shooters like Unreal Tournament and
due credit, yes, to the elements. Everything pre-Gears of War, God bless him.
Everything. Gears of War is... Gears of War...
You know what I'm saying? If you like it, you like it. I don't.
Like it. You never liked it.
I never liked it. That was the one thing I liked about having to reset, like, my...
But I am Unreal Tournament fan.
Well, I'm all for it, too, man. But, I mean, I kind of, in the interview, he's just like, I've been doing this, for 30 years. Yeah. So I get it. I mean, I don't blame him. It's not like he's not rich as shit. Yeah. So, I mean, like...
He's just like, rest. I don't know where he's going to reappear at. It'd be weird to see him on somewhere else, or what game he would make.
Who knows? He
make games. He might not even make games anymore. But other than that, so, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cliffy B?
Yeah, good riddance. Jackass.
Other from that, Steam is trying to get into the hardware business now.
I seen that.
So, and honestly, they're on to a very good start. I am in the big picture beta right now.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything to actually enjoy the big picture beta with other than my high-def monitor. But it's real nice. It kind of puts you in mind of Windows Media Center. Yeah, fuck your TV.
It's kind of a gag. Every time he comes over and he sees me playing a game, we both.
It does. It looks better on the TV. I don't understand it. That's why I always ask you. I was like, when did you get your TV? Because I swear I just jumped the bandwagon too fast.
You might have.
I bought my TV in 2007.
It's not like super new.
I spent like an extra $1,000 because it's a Sony.
It's at least my TV's at least 5 years old now.
Well, mine's about 5 years old, but yours must be a newer 5.
It's a Philips. Fuck Sony. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I was going to buy a Vizio. My friend taught me in the same.
Oh, thank God. Microsoft points.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you're a fan of the, or not a fan, of the Microsoft Fun Money system known as Microsoft Points, instead of just paying real money for something, allegedly that might be disappearing because I think it's with the beta or something with Windows 8.
Here's the way. Well, here it is. The story is Microsoft Points may no longer be a form of payment in Windows 8. According to source. With Zoom Marketplace on the final build of Windows 8, users can use actual money, which is like...
So it's just assumed that it'll translate over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. It's one of those things we've had it so long.
Well, it's like when you Zoom, Microsoft with points was the only way you could get stuff.
And then they changed it to cash.
And then now they're changing it to... I mean, because it's just like, why can't we just buy it straight out?
I mean, I just never understood the point. It's one of those things. I think some executive just wanted to feel important, like on the price of things.
It's like, we won't make it cash. We'll make it
like somebody's like, all right, how much that game will be? $10. And then like the guy that came off Microsoft, no, it's 800.
800 points. Yes.
Like it makes him feel important to have a bigger number or something.
Tim guy, wasn't it? No.
I don't know.
I don't think it was Gates. I don't
know. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm so used to it now. It's whatever. Yeah. But I mean, it would be a nice change.
But the rumor surfaced earlier this year that they're going to be phased out completely, including on the Xbox platform they launched on, which probably is most likely going to happen.
Yeah, because they'll keep it universal.
Yeah. I mean, they'll keep it universal. Well, it was universal then. I mean, the Zoom card, but it's Microsoft Points. I didn't understand. But anyway, it's also utilized. It was told that Microsoft Windows 8 was going to use Microsoft Points, but it seems pointless.
Yeah. Well,
but anyway, it's for a crappy OS anyway. God.
Whole other story, whole other can of worms.
Every time I look at that damn thing, I just like, really?
Whole other can of worms, my friend.
Look like unicorn jacked off a little.
So,
but anyway, after the fall update this year, it's probably going to be just real cash.
Yep.
Because for some reason, their old downloadable games use real cash, but not Microsoft Points. They've been doing that for 2 years now.
Well, so last week, since everybody missed it, we tried a new thing.
Yeah, we tried a new thing.
And we'll do it again this week, slightly more organized. Put in the filing cabinet here. If you believe there's a filing cabinet right here, good for you.
It's actually over here.
Yeah, right. We tried our top 5 of something.
One was TV shows and the other one was
old toys, but whatever.
Was it games?
It's something. It was lost to the ages, lost to the internet.
It's somewhere on here.
Yeah, it's right there.
I was actually in a Panthers jersey last week too. That's up.
You mean that they suck as a team? Or?
No, they actually won.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. But anyway, so this week you prepared, and I'll just offer my opinion. Well, your top 5 worst game peripherals ever. And this is something not like I joked last week. I was like, "You mean the Wii?" But it's not.
It's not the Wii.
Not the X. Not anything that would be like something that you would have to buy separate.
Although there are some terrible accessories on the Wii. Nerf lightsaber. Enough said.
What was it for the Super Nintendo? The draw thing for Mario Paint?
No, it was Mario Paint.
Was that just Mario Paint? Oh yeah, it was one of those.
That was actually fun. That was,
anyway,
just a mouse in them.
Number 5.
Number 5. You want to start? Let's start.
You go ahead. It's more your list than mine.
Well, number 5. We'll go ahead and say.
I'll just chime in.
We'll say the Power Glove.
Yeah.
Power Glove.
I mean,
the ability to play a game with your hand.
Thank you, Wizard, or The Wizard, the movie, for getting everyone hyped on this piece of garbage that didn't even try to work right on its best day.
And you put it on the thing, it's like, I can't try it. And it's supposed to.
I got it. I mean, it was a good idea. I think it was honestly ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time.
It really was.
It just they didn't have the tech.
Yeah, they just really didn't have the tech. But yeah, it was pretty much a fail.
Yeah, I mean, basically, at the end of the day, you were pretty much.
Yeah, you were still just playing it just like this because you had the control pad like right here, and then you had all the programming and stuff.
And you programmed it, and you sit there and you're like, it's not working.
Like basically, it's like you're supposed to be able to like jump with Mario and like do this to run or something, and it just
it just didn't work. So next one would be I just forgot the name of it.
The Sega thing?
The Sega thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Anyway,
it was something for the Dreamcast apparently.
No, it wasn't for. It was for the Sega Genesis.
Oh wow! And I didn't even really remember, but apparently there was some kind of ring thing you put on the floor.
Hexagon thing you put on the ground, and you're supposed to
it was like,
throw a fist or kick in a direction,
and it would read it, and apparently it just didn't work.
But it was just stupid. It's one of those things. I think the only peripheral back in the 80s and 90s that ever worked were light guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sega had a cool one though.
Anyway.
Well, let's see. Number 3 would probably be the Atari Mind Read. Or Mind Connect.
Again, an idea way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time.
Way.
I mean, they do actually have a retail game now called Mindflex that, from what I understand, works fairly well. But back then, not so much.
The ability to control a game
with your mind.
With your mind.
I mean, like I said, good idea. Next level stuff, but
yeah,
no, not.
I mean, they never even tried to touch back on that stuff since.
Yeah, thank God.
I mean,
Connect. I guess.
For motion, I mean, Connect. Honestly, the tech that's out now has probably got the motion thing correctly.
Yeah.
Of anything. Too bad. I mean, the PlayStation Move was alright, but it just didn't work.
So what's your dose?
Huh?
What's your dose?
What's my dose? My dose?
I got one. I can't decide where to put it, 1 or 2, because I can't really imagine anything worse than it. Well, because it's not a peripheral. It was technically a system, but it was horrible. The Virtual Boy.
Well, yeah, that's not really peripheral. That's a system.
Yeah.
Number 2. I had number 2.
Rob the Robot?
No, that was more than that's number 1. Number
you
2.
Think? Well,
I think anything could be worse than Rob.
I can account. It was pretty bad.
Number 2 would probably have to be.
I'd say the Power Pad, honestly.
No, the Power Pad worked.
Sort of.
It was a way to get people like exercise.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, that's why it's so.
It did. I mean, it was the Wii. It was basically the Wii Fit.
You play video games to relax and chill out and not do physical activity.
Sitting there running now.
Quit tricking people into exercising, Nintendo.
Oh,
and now Xbox and everybody else with your bullshit exercise games. Fuck you.
I say Rob Robot was funny too.
Well,
Rob Robot was. I don't know, because I kind of went blank on the list after that, because there was a number 2, and I had it in my mind.
I mean, Rob was pretty bad.
Rob was bad. Rob, basically, if you don't know, Rob was a robot. They came with your NES.
I think it used 2 games at the end of the day. And basically, and I remember the one you were like a professor that had to get to a plant. And basically what it was a little robot, and it had the light sensors to sense what was going on the TV and help you play the game, but you also used it. Basically, you had spinning tops.
Yeah.
And you would put a controller in this little special holder thing, and it would power up the tops. And basically what you would have to do, like, you'd have to give out red and blue pistons.
Right.
And it's like, you would hit a button to, like if memory serves, the screen would flash, and that was like signaling Rob.
Right.
Basically like a remote control. And he would grab the top and set it down, and that would
spin. And it was one of those things. It was just like,
neat idea, but no.
No. I'm surprised they haven't made something like that again since.
Thank God.
We got Connect. I don't know. What would be our number 1 worst peripheral ever?
I don't know, man. I know what.
Well, I can think of one. It's a peripheral.
The Connect.
It does exist. They made a Wii car charger. That's right. A Wii car charger.
So if you have a Wii in your car?
A Wii in your car.
That's just so counterintuitive. It's sad. Like,
that's number 1.
I mean, I guess...
And I saw that on the list, too. That's what I was trying to remember. was a Wii car charger.
It is stupid and horrible, but I do get it, you know, for like the long family trips with the kids watching movies and TV.
But
and
I can't see a little kid in the back of a van.
Yeah. Oh, I can. Oh, yeah.
He'll try.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll try. But at the end of the day, it's...
Yeah.
Turn it sideways and do this. I had a Wii for 6 months. And the only time I ever wiggled it or waggled it... Sorry, that is horrible. Woo! Anyway, anytime I ever motioned and controlled it was for the Wii Sports 2 or Wii Sports Resort. Ugh. Any other time I was playing, you know, Mario side.
You had the option, yeah.
Yeah. So I did have a controller. I bought an arcade controller too.
Everybody did. Well, yeah. So anyway.
So that was the list. Even though it was kind of bungled up, the last list was better.
Yeah, well.
But next week, we'll do worst consoles. Because they're re-releasing one for a ridiculous price still, even though it's old. And
I don't think I've heard about this.
Oh, it's for sale on GameStop online right now.
Nice.
And I'll tell you about it.
But, yeah. That'll be next week. Yeah. So, hopefully you enjoy this. We do.
We do.
So, tell your friends. Hide your wife.
Next week I will bitch about this console.
What's the old thing for the night rape? Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids.
Yeah.
Hide your husband because they're raping everybody out there.
Yeah, so watch out for the rape. And the zombie.
And the zombie.
So, anyway, till next week.
This is.